Imagine waking up thousands of years ago in a dark, cold cave. You do not have a smartphone or a heater. If you are watching this in your warm bed at 2 a.m., count your blessings right now. Because back then, being cold meant you just froze to death. To see how hard life was back then, we are sending our favorite stickman into the past. Say hello to Caveman Bob. Bob is wearing a ridiculous animal skin outfit and shaking from the freezing cold. Suddenly, a massive bolt of lightning hits a dry tree right outside his cave. The tree bursts into a bright, glowing dance of orange and red. Bob has never seen anything like this before in his entire life. He walks up to the burning tree with his big caveman eyes wide open. He thinks the bright light looks pretty and reaches his hand out to touch it. Do not try this at home, because Bob is about to learn his very first painful lesson about physics. The second his stick figure hand touches the flame, he screams in pure agony. His brain has no word for hot yet, but his body sure knows what it means. He falls back into the mud, blowing on his burnt fingers. But as he sits there crying, he notices something amazing. The closer he sits to the glowing tree, the warmer his shivering body feels. Bob has just discovered fire, and his tiny brain is completely blown. He grabs a dry stick from the ground and carefully dips it into the flame. Now he has a glowing torch, and he feels like the king of the world. He marches back into his dark cave to show off his new superpower. But Caveman Bob has zero understanding of fire safety rules. He drops the burning torch onto his bed made of dry grass and leaves. Within 3 seconds, his entire home is a raging inferno. Bob runs out of the cave coughing and covered in black smoke. Comment down below if you have ever burned your toast, because Bob just burned down his entire house. The rest of Bob's caveman tribe sees the giant smoke cloud and runs over. They do not think Bob is cool or smart at all. They think Bob is a dangerous wizard who brought a glowing monster to kill them. The tribe chief starts throwing sharp rocks at Bob to drive him away. Bob runs away into the deep, dark woods, carrying his one remaining burning stick. Now it is night time, and the woods are full of hungry, scary animals. A massive saber-toothed tiger spots Bob and starts licking its lips for a snack. Bob is terrified and accidentally waves his burning stick at the giant cat. The tiger stops dead in its tracks and runs away screaming in fear. Bob realizes that his glowing orange stick makes him the scariest creature in the jungle. He sets up a small circle of rocks and places his fire safely in the middle. He sits down, feeling warm, safe, and incredibly hungry. He looks at a piece of raw, gross mammoth meat he found earlier. He accidentally drops the raw meat directly into the hot, glowing coals. He panics and pulls it out with a stick, but the meat has changed color. It smells amazing, and when Bob takes a bite, his mind is blown again. He just invented cooking, and his stomach is so happy. By day 3, Bob tries to move his fire to a new spot, but the stick burns out. The fire is dead, and Bob has no idea how to make a new spark. He rubs 2 random rocks together, but nothing happens. He tries hitting his head with a stick, which also does not work. He is cold, hungry, and completely helpless all over again. So, what did we learn from sending Bob to the Stone Age today? We learned that discovering fire was the most dangerous and important moment in human history. Without that first painful burn, we would still be shivering in dark caves eating raw meat. We are going to bring Bob back to the modern world now so he can use a microwave. Look how happy he is to be back with his modern couch and heater. If you want to keep Bob safe from more historical disasters, click the subscribe button right now. Leave a like on this video and comment what crazy time period we should send Bob to next. See you in the next video, and remember, don't try this.